Your mom told you should know how to speak to elders. You should know what to do when they come in your home. You look for a chair, or if you are seated on one, you rise and you let them sit. You ask them what they would like to drink. And you have to watch your tone, mostly. That's not the way to talk to the elders. That's what you are told every time that you spoke inappropriately to those people. When you spoke to your young brothers or siblings or older, they told you no, that is wrong. When you raised your voice or when you lowered too much your voice, they told you no, you have to be confident, or you are arrogant. You are disrespecting your dad, you are disrespecting your mom. But how many of them who ever taught you how to speak to your husband, how to speak to your wife? How many? How many times did they emphasize on it? You've gone to schools, Christian schools, or Islamic schools, whichever religion you went to, how many of those people, I know they all claim that they believe in marriage and marriage is for forever. But how many of you who have had a course of 1 year, at least about marriage? We are seeing short courses coming everywhere. Go check Christian universities. They have, yes, counseling sessions. They teach counseling. But how many of them who teach marriage? We've seen people teaching finance, teaching economy, teaching being accountant, teaching all of those things. But also on top of that, we see them teaching mathematics. So we've seen Christians teaching how to be a counselor in marriage, how to be a counselor in parenthood, how to be this and this, but how to be a pastor who can officiate weddings. But have you ever seen a university teaching marriage? Topic, marriage. Today we are going to learn about marriage. What is marriage? What does it stand for? By the way, if you have a school, if you have a university, that is an idea I have given you. Go and look for a curriculum and teach. Free idea. You get to see how many students you get. Because if there's a lesson people would like to learn, but with no knowledge or with nowhere to be found, it is marriage. Don't say marriage counseling. No, that is everywhere. But you see, because people don't know marriage, even when they are counseling about marriage, it doesn't work. Because for me to be counseled, I must understand what marriage is from the first place. That is a by the way. Now, my question is this. Have you realized when strangers call you the kind of smile you smile? Have you realized when a man, opposite gender, a woman, opposite gender, when they call you, how much, even if you are shouting at your spouse, even if you are shouting at your children, how you soften your voice? Even if it is same-sex gender, have you seen how you become more calm? Have you seen how you don't raise your voice against your stranger or your boss? Have you seen how even people say when you raise your voice towards a stranger or someone, they automatically tell you, I'm not your wife, I'm not your husband. That shows how society is corrupted. They are trying to say, you can only speak like that to your spouse, but not to a stranger. The devil is a liar. How dare you? How dare I? That I feel that I can tell you that the way you're disrespecting me, that's the only way, or that you should only speak to a person like that if you are married to them. That is wrong. Am I saying that when you assault me, I should appreciate it? No. It is the church should tell you, please, this is wrong. You shouldn't do it. But I should not direct it to someone you are married. That don't speak to me like that. I'm not your spouse. No. Who told you a spouse is supposed to be spoken to like that? Is it true that there are some things our spouse can tolerate which a stranger can't? Yes. But it is wrong for someone to do something wrong in public and then you say, I'm not your spouse. What are you insinuating? That shows us who you are. It shows that the person we see humble here, when you get home, you even beat your wife or you beat your husband. So you get the idea. communicating. Why are we so nice to people outside, but we are so rude to people we marry, to people we give birth to people who look upon us or up to us? You remember what you had said. Let's go back to the templates of communication, how we communicate. Now, this is what they say. Verbal communication, it is only 7. That is the kind of words we use when we are physically seeing each other or over the phone. My communication, the full understanding you get, 70% of it is only my words. And that's why I always encourage couples. I always encourage people who are dating for marriage. You avoid using phone calls, if possible, more than how you use physical meetings. Because there are so many things that get lost. We are talking about at least a lot of percentage, more than 50. Now, they proceed and say, 38, it is the tone of our voice. And here, at once or once upon a time, we've been caught. There is a tone we've ever used with our spouses, not because they have even wronged us that much. And there are other people who have ever hurt us so severely, and we never use the same tone. Do you know what the devil lies to you? If you don't become harsh, she will disrespect you. If you don't give him a piece of your mind, he will think that you are inferior. But why don't you think the same when your boss does that? Why don't you do the same when policemen stand? When someone is committing injustice, why don't you do the same? Am I saying that it is right to insult people or abuse people in any way? No. The word of God tells us that overcome what is evil by doing what is good. But now I'm lowering it to our everyday life. In other to the reality of this life, of how people will see them in a community. The kind of reality we are seeing. I'm not saying that the kind of reality we are seeing is what we should see, no, but the kind of reality we see. Why do you talk to your pastor kneeling and kissing the shoe, but you've never kissed the lips of your spouse? The last time you kissed them, it was in 1990, 1990, 88, 70, 60 Apple. That's when you kissed them. The last one they had that I love you, it was on the pulpit. But how many times do you say you love Ronaldo? How many times do you say you love your bag, your suit? By the way, let me tell you, the word love is not applicable in that case. We don't love things. We like things, but we don't love them. Why? Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not keep the record of evil. So you cannot love things. Change vocabulary. We are learning about communication. I want by the time at least we have progressed in this week, you know what communication is. We don't love things. I love my garden. I love my house. No wonder the word love has lost its value. A Christian who is born again, who has received the true word of God, you don't love things you like or dislike. You are passionate about something, but you don't love things. Because things, they are not lovable. Very important. That is a biblical definition of what love is. We love people. Let's go ahead. Body language, 55%. In other words, our vocal stands for 70%, how we communicate. And then tone, or the voice that we release, 38. And then 55. It sums up what we call our body language. Have you realized when you are going outside the way you wear? You do shower, even if you just are meeting someone. You do put on makeup, You put on roll-on. Like, you try to look clean and smart and smell good. Have you realized when you get to the gate, you smile for your gate man? Have you realized when someone calls you, hello, your voice changes? Hello. You become more soft. But guess what? Let your spouse call. Sasa wezi nilikwambia kunipigia hii masa. You see? You change. Why are you rude? Why are you more tender to other people? Okay, why are you more suitable to other people, but not suitable to your spouse? Who should you be more suitable? You know, these are small things. Unless you use binoculum, you won't even realize. I want you to, this week, introspect yourself. Take a look to how you receive other women's call and other men's call, both different gender and same-sex agenda, and then see how you'll be looking like. You surprise yourself. And you get to realize why some women are so jealous when they hear a woman calling you. Some men, why they are jealous. Even when they say nothing, you smile and the smile reaches the roof, both for men and women. But your spouse, they'll crack all the jokes that exist in this world, and you laugh barely or minimally. And then you wonder why infidelities are happening. You wonder why people are in pornography. You wonder why people are into church from Monday to Monday. At least they are like, let's go there. We will get through. Now, am I teaching people that they should escape the problems and go to church, porn and immorality? No. But I'm just giving you why some of these things might be happening. Some of the excuses. Where these fulfillments should be given or should be found. What is found there? It is the opposite. It is the rudeness, the dryness, even the rest I have, it is taken away. So from today, learn. Why do you wear miniskirt when you are going outside? Where there is cold, where there is rain. But when you come in your home, you cover your body as if you are in oven. Your man can barely remember the last time they saw your breasts for 2 minutes. Your man can rarely remember the last time they saw your vagina, except when they were penetrating you. Like, you can't be naked around even if you have no children. Like, they desire to see a naked woman. And yet your thighs every takataka corrector, trash correctors, conductors, strangers, they know how your cleavages look. Your colleagues know the smell of your freshness. When you have showered, when you have put on perfume, when you look sharp. But your wife can never know anything. You only bring sweat. You don't shower at night. You just enter. You open football now that you're in the season of March. And then you go to sleep. Come here, baby. With your armpits that smell like a dead dog. Seriously. And then you wonder why your woman likes to talk to that young man in the choir who looks clean, sharp. Please, I'm not saying that your spouse is cheating or misbehaving. Whatever you do, it gives them the right to go and do the same. No. But I'm just giving you some of the doors you've opened that are making your marriage become more dry and become more ineffective and also become more immature. In this life, there are two things. We are progressing or digressing. We are never static. No, we are either moving forward or going backward. My question that I want to ask you, you who is moving forward, at which pace? Are you using the potential that God has given you? Are you a Ferrari using 1 kilometer per hour in a highway where speed is limitless? But also, are you a small car that is trying to use 200 and plus kilometer per hour. Know your capacity and get to have the right materials, and then move your car. Very important.